noise making crowd kind of scenes are zero over here. Kodaikanal is a very popular hill station in the Palani Hills, which is a part of the Western Ghats in the southern parts of Tamil Nadu. The nearest airport is in Madurai, but I personally feel that to places like these, nothing ever beats a road trip. Hence, that is what I chose to do. Finally, I'm ready. The time is 5:49 in the morning, 9th of May, the Tuesday. Tire pressure is checked, fuel tank is full. I'm super excited. 470 kilometers is the distance from my home in Bengaluru to Kodaikanal. Road trip, whether it's driving or riding, is one of my favorite. It kind of liberates my inner self. In this video, I will give you a virtual experience based on my own journey, a great place to stay in Kodai, and an amazing offbeat experience. The morning drives in the highway is very beautiful and mesmerizing, and the weather was perfect, at least till about 9 or 9:30 in the morning. I love to carry my own coffee, and I also carry my camping stove, but this time I'm not, so I just bought hot water in a flask. 7:50 in the morning, so I've driven for about 2 hours right now. Traffic is less, truck traffic is high, so I think it's okay. So yeah, as of now. The weather changed, it started getting really hot, but along with that, the amount of greenery increased a lot. The views were absolutely stunning everywhere on both the sides. So I've crossed the city called Salem, and honestly I'm just loving the drive. You know, the roads are so beautiful and a lot of greenery all around. Look, you know, there are hardly any places that I've got which has no greenery. So I stopped at Adyar Anand Bhavan after Salem, should be about 10 kilometers after the city of Salem. It is so hot, it's like 39 degrees right now, and mere liye, for me it's quite hot, and it's also, you know, humid, so the feels like temperature is like 42-43 degrees. Soon it was time to leave the 4-lane national highways, get into some countryside roads close to the mountains. Right, so the mountain roads have finally started. And according to the weather forecast, it's about 18 degrees in Kodaikanal, which is about 55 kilometers away from here. So it should take around 1 hour 25 minutes according to Google Maps. The second hairpin bend. This is the fun of driving in the hills, you know. It's something that I cannot express. If you really enjoy road tripping, you know what I'm talking about. But you know what the problem is? There are a lot of people who do not drive properly in the hills. If I can capture a few examples, I will definitely show it to you. You are never supposed to overtake on the curves in the mountains, and most people are, you know, who do not drive in the mountains often, they make that mistake. While driving in the hills, the only thing you need to do is just stick to your lane. Unless and until you have a clear sight of what's ahead of you, do not even go to the other side. Because Kodaikanal is situated at an altitude of 7,000 feet, it has a cool climate even during the peak summers when it is 40 plus degrees Celsius in the plains of this region. Hence, reaching here was a beautiful, blissful feeling. myself a cup of coffee using my French press. This is the kind of black coffee I really like. I'm just having a feeling that I'm in Ooty because it is so similar to Ooty. Anyways, this place is so peaceful, yaar. You know, there's no noise from the crowd. Some distant noises of, you know, maybe a bus honking or 2-3 kilometers away down in the valley to nahi keh sakte. So this property is situated on a mountain top. The name of this property is Mcloedganj, and you can book this property on Airbnb. That's how I did. There's something really amazing about such Airbnb homes away from the hustle and bustle of a busy tourist place. It was a beautiful feeling. Lush green gardens, kind of an old architecture. I just had a beautiful time living in this place. Natural sound, beautiful sunshine, so it's kind of sunny in the day and towards the afternoons it turns a bit cloudy. Good morning. It's another beautiful day out here in Kodaikanal, and today I'm going to this place called Perumal Peak, which is the highest peak in the whole Kodaikanal region. 12 kilometers away from the place where I'm staying. I got to park the car and then start hiking for I think 5-6 kilometers or something. So whatever it is, I'm going to keep you guys posted and show you how that place is. It's a Friday. Let's go. It is like really steep. I mean, obviously GoPro mein samajh mein nahi aayega, but it's steep and the road is bad. Well, as they say, bad roads lead to good places. This is a definitely great example for that. Now I'm headed towards this place, just about 23 minutes, and then we will see. I was honestly very excited to go for this hike, but it ended up to a disappointment instead. So I asked a few localites around in this village and they told me that मैं शीशा बंद कर लेता हूँ नहीं तो गाड़ियों की आवाज़ आती रहेगी. So they told me to go to the forest office, you have to take a permission. So I was like, okay, let's go. And when I went there, I called maybe some 5 or 6 people, and ultimately some forest officer, he said that it is banned for the past 4 years, he said. I don't know if it's true or not, but definitely there are no updates online, at least in the last 1.5 years from what I've checked. What I feel is that these places come under national park regions, okay? I feel it's because when trekking was being allowed, a lot of people, not a lot, at least some people must have been taking it in a wrong way, and maybe throwing packages here and there, littering around and all that. तो हो सकता है ये सब reasons के लिए trekking ban किया गया हो, because there are other places also in the Western Ghats which come on the national parks, but treks do happen. So the next plan of action was to keep driving aimlessly and also think, where can I go? So found this beautiful place surrounded by pine trees, just sitting and thinking, where should I go? The reason I've stopped here because there's no one. This road has less traffic and अच्छा लग रहा है यार यहाँ पे बैठ के. This is the fun of driving around on your own or riding around on your own. You can just stop how much ever times you want. And I took a decision to visit a place called Pundi, which turned out to be the best decision of this particular day. But before that, I came across this place called Pumpurai. Even the journey towards Pundi, after a certain point of time, turned out to be extremely beautiful and mesmerizing. I was enjoying every bit of it. there's a place called Manavanur Lake. That place had a lot of cars parked and I'm very sure a lot of tourists. And जैसे ही मैंने वो lake का place cross किया, the way became much more peaceful. Very few, like less cars and bikes or whatever, tourists basically. And look at this यार, कितना सुंदर दिख रहा है ये जगह. So I've parked the car over here, and basically this is a off-road jeep kind of road. I don't want to take the car, and another route is apparently that one. It's better to walk. मैं सोचा ट्रैक नहीं कर पाया आज पेरुमल पीक, तो क्या है छोटा सा यही वाला एक वॉक कर लेते हैं. It's just like 1 kilometer from here. देखते हैं how is the lake, how is the dam, but the place looks really beautiful. My initial impression was definitely amazing of this place. I met nobody else over here, just 3 or 4 locals who were returning home after working at a field. This whole area comes under the forest department. So probably they were talking about wild animals. But Vora Lake, I don't see it a little bit. But trust me, this place is beautiful, peaceful. So here is the lake or the dam, and as you can see, वहाँ पे एक gate लगा हुआ है, which is closed. So there is no point of me going down. But it's beautiful, yeah, it's really beautiful. I don't know, is the camera doing justice or not? I have always been fond of such places, where you can deeply connect with nature, listen to the sounds of nature. I can definitely say that they were successful and great just because of this place. Seriously don't feel like going away from here. Basically no human interference or that crowd noise making crowd kind of scenes are zero over here. So I've come to this place called Kodaikanal, which is like about 5-6 kilometers away from main town of Kodai. And there are 2-3 places to see here. One is Dolphin's Nose. Uske baad the waterfalls hai. There are a lot of waterfalls in Kodai. Bahut sare. And so I'm walking on the road. I parked my car at the top over there. These are extremely popular tourist places. So even though it's a weekday, काफी सारे लोग हैं. But let's check out the place. Let's see how it is. Short downhill hike. चढ़ते टाइम uphill होगा. I did not visit the waterfall, but to my surprise, this place called Dolphin's Nose was absolutely empty. I mean, where did all the people just go? But anyways, I really like this place. It was peaceful, it was good, and I believe this is a perfect place for a sunrise if I'm not wrong. If you are visiting Kodaikanal like a tourist for just 2 days, there are other spots to visit, such as the pine forest, some waterfalls, and the Kodai town lake. With this, I come to an end of this slow, peaceful living in Kodai for over 1 week. Oh yes, if you are a non-vegetarian, do not forget to try the famous Dindigal biryani while crossing that city in the plains.